Hello folks and welcome to the Movie Mad channel. I'm going to film my next shelf video today. Oh wait a minute, I'll have to stop a minute. The bird's got himself caught in the curtain. Give me 2 secs. Oh dear. Sorry about that. As I was saying, I'm going to film part 2 of shelf 18. As I say, these shelves I've got here are double layered. So I'll take the first layer off and I'll show you what's in the back of them. And I do have some kind of logical order, my own logic, as to what's there. I'm wearing my Game of Thrones t-shirt. I got to replace my other one, but it doesn't fit as well as the other two that Larry got me. So I think I'll go for the next size up next time. But it's not too bad. It's still wearable. So as I was saying, hope you're going to enjoy the part 2 of Shelf 18 that I'm just about to film. And I'll discuss the movies that are on that shelf. So I'll see you in a sec. I was just thinking, I've got myself a cup of tea, and I was thinking, let's tell everyone to get themselves a cup of tea, and then run through this with us, and that'd be nice. And you know what? It'd also be epic once I finish this. Is if you haven't seen the start of this series, go on to the playlist and running through it the whole way through. That would be quite some effort, wouldn't it? I think I've actually got myself a wee bit higher than the ones on the bottom there because I'm going to go run over the ones at the top first. And we'll go through them. They've not got any sort of logical order really, those ones at the top there, but the ones in the bottom you'll probably see it. So yeah, so just have a wee drink of my tea and we'll get started. I have gained quite a few new subscribers. I think people are quite liking the shelf videos. If you're liking them, then please let me know. And if you have subscribed recently, I really would like to know what made you subscribe. It'd be nice to know if what things I'm doing that people seem to like. So we can continue that. Is it my total professionalism as a YouTuber? Me slurping my tea. Daisy's sitting there, and she's wanting my tea. You're not getting my tea yet, Daisy. You know a bit when I'm finished. Right. So let's see what we've got at the top. In Betweeners, what a series that is. I really enjoy it. And I've got the first movie up here. I've got the second movie somewhere, but why on earth is the first movie not with the second movie? I don't know. The first movie was pretty good. Second movie wasn't as great, but it still did have, I thought it was a sticker peeling off, but it's actually part of the thing. It says over 2 hours of unseen material and a triple play one. So a nice triple case in that one. The movie, the DVD, and the extras. So they do go to a lot of effort with some of these Blu-rays, and that you're probably getting CEX for 50p. But you know what? It's not what it's worth to CEX or other people. It's what it's worth to you. I like that movie. I've watched it quite a few times. I've watched the series and clips of the series even more. So enjoy that one. Next one, actually, Fisherman Blue sent me this one on 4K. So I no longer need this one. So that one can come off the shelf. That's the Jungle Book. So that one can come off the shelf. That one can be donated or do whatever we're going to do with that. But Fisherman Blue actually gave me the 4K that. So that's great. Next one up was a movie I was actually really surprised at. And that is A Star Is Born. You know what? Actually, probably better putting the video down so you can see these as I go along a bit better. Yeah. A Star Is Born. Let's get the whole thing in shot, shall we? There we go. Again, that's A Star Is Born. I watched that on Amazon and I thought, is this going to be a good movie? I know there's 3 versions of this. There's a I think it's the same, but Judy Garland one, Eliza Minnelli one, is that right? And there's this one, and I watched this and I thought it was a really, really good movie, and that's why I picked it up on Blu-ray. It was on Amazon for a while, but it has came off. So let's see. I'm an advocate for physical media, as you know. I did want to get the encore edition of this one because it's 40 minutes longer. I've not seen that. That would be nice to. That would be nice to add in the collection. I'm sure they'll see that in CX at some point. But that movie, I say again, I really, really enjoyed it. It surprised me. Next we have a movie I've not watched yet. Scott Pilgrim vs. World. It's supposed to be pretty good, but I just haven't got around to it yet. As you probably know from most of my films. It's amazing how many I haven't watched, but you know, you don't get the time. But I like to have the opportunity to go, like, if I hadn't seen A Star Is Born and it wasn't on Amazon and it's not on Netflix, and you go, I want to watch that right now, you'd have to rent it. And that was, I think that Star Was Born was like maybe in the 4 for 8 at Music Magpie for £2. So, you know. This one, I was a Poundland special. Escape from Planet Earth 3D. Again, I haven't watched it. Or it might not even be a Poundland special. It might be in a charity shop one, this one. Yeah, it was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It was a Poundland one. So, again, Escape from Planet Earth 3D. Now, this has just got the one disc and a slipcover. I think that probably would go to my decasing when I get some more things to decase that one. Because I say, it's not so that I'm going to be urgent to watch. Next movie, Goon with Sean Scott Williams. I'm an ice hockey fan. I was actually at the cup final with the Scottish National League last night. The Edinburgh Capitals with my team. We got absolutely bluttered 9-3. We were 5-2 down after the first period. Oh dear. Oh well. There you go. So Sean Williams, Scotland Goon, and I also like the follow-up, Last of the Enforcers. Who's the guy that plays the enemy in this one? I forgot who he is. That guy there, what's his name? Can't remember. Can't remember his name, but he's actually a really good actor, and he's in the second one as well. So that is that one there. Next we have Kung Fu Panda 2. Seen it a long time ago, haven't watched it on this one. Again, a nice triple play. Next we have Willow. And again, I am sort of, don't want to say ashamed to say, I've never seen Willow, but it's supposed to be an absolute classic. And again, I got it in CX. I think I paid £2 or £3 for it. But it's supposed to be really good. Is that Val Kilmer in it? It is, isn't it? So there you go. I actually don't need this one anymore either. That's another one that can go. Elf, because Jason from Jason's Movies and TVs got me the 4K of that one, so that one can go as well. So that's a couple extra spaces in the collection. But Elf, what a movie! The bit where he's drinking the Coke, I still find hilarious. And what's even more funny, I'll put it back up while I'm speaking about it. What's even more funny is James Caan, and he plays this so straight, doesn't he? He just plays it like this is a normal thing to happen. And Elf's come to town, and he's like having a his. He just that's hilarious. It really is. Next we have. Oh, I'm throwing it away. Wouldn't be a video without me dropping something, right? But I did. But there you go. So, next one we have up the top here. Again, a movie people, Roy and Larry will not be happy with me because I've not seen it. A Sexy Beast. Next we've got another Poundland special, Skit. If you like Kidulthood, which I did, you'd like this, but I haven't got around to it yet. Movie that I have got around to and I've watched repeatedly. People don't think it's the best movie, but I like it. It's Stealth with Jessica Biel, George Lucas, and Jamie Foxx. I just think it's a fun sci-fi. we got next? The Dictator. With Borat, Sacha Baron Cohen and myself. I haven't watched it. These are two movies. This one here, The Lost Future. Again, that Sean Bean one that I've not seen. Still sealed. I should get out to that one. I do like Sean Bean. And I do like sci-fi. And another one that I haven't yet watched, which I should get round to. Everybody says it's amazing, and Larry sent it to me. It is Robot Jox. This is the German version. I'll make sure that's got English. It does. Larry would have known that. Everybody absolutely hates this movie. Well, I say that, but that's my impression. Channing Tatum with like flying skates isn't the best sort of advertisement for it. But I actually quite like this movie. Again, each to their own, eh? I liked it. What have we got next at the top here? Alpha Dog. With an absolute great cast. I haven't seen it. It's got Olivia Wilde, Justin Timberlake, Bruce Willis, Ben Foster, Emily Hirsch, Sharon Stone. If I have seen it, it's been a long time. I'm pretty sure it was a long time ago that I seen it. And what we got next? Another great movie. I have watched that. And it's Dredd. I like Sylvester Stallone, and I actually don't mind the Judge Dredd movie that he made, but in all honesty, I'd have to say this one was better. Karl Urban. I think this is more like The Raid. I haven't seen The Raid, but I've heard it's like The Raid. So, there you go. Absolute classic. I really, really enjoy that one. Attack the Block. I have seen this one. Crazy. Alien invasion, but comedy. Again, that could probably be in my poly folders. I haven't seen this yet, but Sherlock Holmes. Another movie with Paul Walker I've not seen, Into the Blue. Jessica Alba. This one I got because it stars Marlon Brando, and it's an uncut version of Last Tango in Paris, but I've not seen it yet. Haywire. With Gino Carlero, Michael Fassbender, Ewan McGregor, Bill Paxton, and Michael Douglas, and Antonio Banderas. I haven't seen this one yet. Inkheart with Brendan Fraser. I have seen this one and enjoy it. Jim Broadbent, Brendan Fraser, Andy Serkis, Helen Mirren, Paul Bettany. I think this is actually a pretty good one. So let's slide those over there so I don't have to move them all over because I'm drinking my cup of tea in my hand. And what have we got up here? We have a 4K of Space Jam Legacy. This was on Zavvi and it was $2.99 and it traded for $6. So I actually got 2 other copies and traded them in, got £12. So I spent like £9. Got £12 a voucher and then I kept one. Again, haven't watched it yet. Pompeii with Lord Commander himself, Jon Snow. That's not his name, is it? It's not. That's Jon Snow's his character. I can't remember. And it's got a really, really nice lenticular slip on this one. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like 3D. But it's absolute. I actually didn't mind this movie. I thought it was pretty good. Why oh why is this in my collection, you may ask? Take That, Progress Live. It was in the charity shop in the 10 for £1, and I thought if I ever needed a spare case, I'd take it. And I haven't yet, and it's still there. That's probably going to replace one of my Eco cases. What have we got next? Got this out the charity shop, and it's Jet Li's The Fearless. Haven't seen it yet, but it was for £1. this one as well. I'm sure I've seen this before, but I can't remember. And that's Any Given Sunday. And again, I don't know if I'm ashamed to say, but Fame, the original movie. I think my auntie had this one as well, and I watched it quite a few times. I quite enjoyed it. I think I remember one time when the Fame phase was passing, my auntie needed to take a record of Fame into the charity shop or something like that, and she goes, "Can you just carry that for me? Because I'm not." I'm like, okay, fine. So I actually like the original movie, so there you go. Next, I have got this in 4K. Do I really need it in 3D? I'd probably take the 3D disc out of that and put it into my 4K. But imagine the 3D on this is pretty good. And I have seen that movie. I don't think it's as terrible as everybody says. Isn't the greatest, but there you go. Daisy, you're still not getting my tea. It's not finished yet. To then have a movie I picked up in I think it was 5 for 30 in eBay Germany. Not eBay Germany, Amazon Germany. And it isn't available over here, I don't think, so I picked up. I better check this one's in English. It is. And it's Eric the Viking with Bill Paxton. No, it's not Bill Paxton, Tim Robbins. Sorry. John Cleese and Mickey Rooney. Again, still not got around to it. And a movie that my wife really likes and I like as well is, and I thought the song was for the movie, but it's not. That they wrote this movie based on the song, and it actually works out quite well. Convoy. There we go. Daisy, you get your cup of tea there. Okay, right. So that is the top done, and this is my logic here. I'll move these out of the way. I've put all my animated sort of movies together. So let's start at the beginning. It's in no particular order. But we have Legends of the Guardians Hours of Go. Pretty actually good movie. My son liked Hotel Transylvania, so I got Hotel Transylvania 2. And we have watched that. It was actually okay. Then we've got the Toy Stories. Toy Story When I Slip. Toy Story 1. Toy Story 2, I think I got that at Poundland or a charity shop. Toy Story 3. And I have got Toy Story 4. I've not watched it yet, but that's on the 4K. Picked this up in the charity shop for 50p, and that's Monsters Inc. I did have Monsters Inc. already, but I didn't have that slip. Although it's got a little bit of damage on it, and it's actually a decent slip, so I took that one. My son does not like any movies where animals die, so I've yet to show him Bambi. I think he made me turn off The Lion King. Saying that, where is The Lion King? Doesn't look like it's in this pile. It must be in one of the other shelves somewhere. Dumbo. Classic now. There's a little bit of controversy with Dumbo at the moment, and that is that they are, I don't know if they've done it yet, but they are trying to move the crows because of this, because they believe it's a bad depiction of black people, and say it's off its time. It was made in the 1940s. Now, do I think it is a poor depiction? Yes, I do think it's a poor depiction, but you can't alter history. Now, trying to take out the movie you've made to alter it to modern tastes or modern ideals is defeating the purpose. You don't learn from things if you delete them. You're doomed to repeat your mistakes. And But that's again another reason why I've got a lot of these physical medias, and so I'm glad I've got a copy of Dumbo there. Tomorrowland, A World Beyond, not seen it yet. Home on the Range, Poundland Special, haven't seen it. Aladdin, I have watched that several times, just not on Blu-ray yet. Robin Williams plays a great character. Princess Jasmine, yeah, it's a great film, and it is actually very, very good. I've watched it on VHS recently, or my son has. Well, when I say recently, 4 or 5 years ago, when I rescued a CRT video recorder and TV combined out the bin, and I put that on just to test it, make sure it was working, and it did. And he sat and watched the whole film. Monsters vs. Aliens, which is a pretty good film. How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. I think that's the third one. Don't have the other ones. Again, I got that at the charity shop. Rio 2, Poundland Special. Inside Out, with a slip. Again, I got it at the charity shop. I have watched this movie. It's actually pretty good. It's about a kid and all the feelings she's having inside growing up. We then have obviously the classic Beauty and the Beast. There's an interesting story behind this one. Roy knows it, don't you, Roy? He'd ordered me something, and there were some deals on Amazon, and he ordered it for himself, and he didn't change the address and it came to me. So I haven't watched it yet, but I did actually order the same things and get them over to him anyway. It's cheaper than postage, to be honest with you. So I kept that one. Next three are really, really special ones that I was sent by Larry for doing my May challenge. You're not buying movies and just try to be good. And he sent me 2 excellent gifts. And the first one he sent me is the Black Hole Anniversary Edition. Great movie, really enjoy it. I've also got the Spanish release of Song of the South, and Larry sent me that also on Blu-ray. Again, that has never been released on, I don't think, on DVD, Blu-ray, or any other one. And again, I get why people, well, not people, everybody. I'm talking about why it's that way, why they aren't releasing it. But again, they're just hiding history. Just show what was made. If you want to put a warning in front of it, put a warning in front of it. But don't try and say you never done it or made it. Return to Oz. Now, for those that are new to the channel and you have stuck with this video for this long, this I used to get when I was a kid storyteller tapes. I think they were out from about 1980 to 1984, and I used to get them most weeks. I don't think I got them every week. I think I got the first series then every week, and it had The Wizard of Oz in it on tape, part by part, and you listened to it and read along, and it was really, really good. And as I was doing the storyteller, this came out to the cinema, and my dad took me and my sisters to watch it, and the really scared me. And I actually remember having a little Playmobil figure and calling him TikTok, and now I know why, because it's TikTok from the movie. I've got the DVD of this, and I've kept it, but I always wanted to get the Blu-ray, and Larry kindly sent it to me. So really, really happy that I've got that in the collection. That's a special one. And Return to Oz, it's just the memories it brings back. Ice Age 3, Poundland Special. Cats and Dogs, never watched. Not yet anyway. Peter Pan, another classic. We then start getting on to the Cars. I don't know why I've got Cars 2 and 3 over here and not there. So let's just put them there. To put them in order. So we've got Cars, decent movie. Cars 2, Cars 3. I should be back a sec. Interruptions as normal, as I say. So there we go. So we also have Cars 2 and 3. I might be able to combine these in one set. Depends on the number of discs. I've got the disc, the Blu-ray, and the DVD here. They might be able to be combined. We then go into Monsters University, which is a follow-up to Monsters Inc. It's like a prequel. And it's not actually too bad either, but you know what? Let's slide that along beside the other ones. I say, when I was putting these together at the back, I wasn't being particularly thing, but let's put that one over there. We then have Frozen. No, we don't. We have The Little Mermaid, and again, I must have seen this 100 times. Not because I wanted to watch The Little Mermaid, because my sisters did, and they wanted it on video, and it was on. We had the video, and it was on repeatedly. Every summer holiday morning, this was on. Ursula. Ariel, yep. So I've got that in the collection. We then have got Frozen, which I haven't yet to see. Zootropolis, which I've heard is very good, that I've not seen yet. We also have Epic 3D, again, out at the charity shop. Puss in Boots was out at the charity shop as well, but it's 3D. Despicable Me 2. I do not have the first Despicable Me, and my son actually asked me to watch that, and I don't think it was on any streaming service at the time. So I have managed to get, I didn't manage to get a copy, so probably need to add that in at some point. There's my other Poundland special, which is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Ratatouille, which is actually quite a good movie. I enjoy that one. Let's move up the old camera so we can see better. How to Train Your Dragon 2, the first one. So that can go back to there. And not the first one, the second one. It says it on the... What am I talking about? So that can go there. I'm sure I've got How to Train Your Dragon somewhere else. And let's say, my organisation, as I say, isn't perfect. So when I do, maybe when I'm going through the shelf, I will move it to there. What we got next? Big Hero 6. Not seen that. I think I got the charity shop. Poundland special. Snoopy and Charlie Brown the movie. Boss Baby. That can also go because Larry very kindly sent me the 4K. And that is probably, we said, the cheapest 4K in the UK at the moment. It's £3.83, I think it is, on Amazon. So that, and James really likes Boss Baby. So let's just put that in there. I haven't been mixing my 4Ks in, but I have started to mix a couple of 4Ks in. So we'll take that one out, we'll put the 4K in there, and we will put Boss Baby to go. So we are making it. This is a couple, 2 or 3 movies that we've got space for now. B movie actually looks pretty good. Fantasia, classic tunes from Disney, classic Disney, isn't it? And then, as I say, we started to run into a little bit of a discrepancy here. It's not at the end. There's not. It's not Disney movies. We have, well, we've got, first of all, we've got Prince Caspian, Voyage of the Dawn Treader 3D, and Tintin. And then we move on to a few little different ones. We've got Entrapment with Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Movie I picked up because I wanted to watch it, and I think I picked it up off, I think it must have been eBay or CX, and the case it came in was awful, so I've changed it out. We have got the Spider-Man trilogy here, which is nice. I honestly have to say about Spider-Man that these 3 are my favourite movies. The first 3 Spider-Mans are my favourite. I think Tobey Maguire is a great Spider-Man. I think Andrew Garfield had some very difficult material to work with. Tom Holland, it's just not my era. He's just not my Spider-Man. You know, he is good. I've enjoyed his movie. The last movie he had, I've enjoyed every one of his movies, but for me, Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man. Sorry, but he is. And that is why, and they are great movies. That used to be ridiculously cheap. I think it was 50p, but now the Spider-Man's become a lot more popular. It's really, so I think it's starting to get a bit expensive. We have Amazing Spider-Man in 3D and Blu-ray. I think I've got the Amazing Spider-Man in 2 in 4K. I do. I also have Spider-Man 3 in 4K, but I don't have any of the other ones in that. So they will probably get upgraded over time. There's no rush in that for me. Blu-ray's perfectly acceptable. I think I picked this one up off Cinema Diesel, which was Wind River. It's supposed to be really good, but again, haven't got around to it yet. Yeah, definitely got off Cinema Diesel. Showed you this before. He's got his wee gift card in there. So, just so you know, Cinema Paradiso is a DVD rental one. So if you are looking to support a physical media or rental outlet that does it by post, and you want to watch some great movies, if you don't have a collection this size, then well worth having a look. And I say, when he gets overstock, he does put them on eBay at reasonable prices, and that's why I've got quite a few. This is one I've not seen of Keanu Reeves, Henry's Crime. So I picked that one up, and I will watch it. But if it isn't as good as I think, it'll probably go in the cases, in the public cases. And the last one, again, if this wasn't a triple play, this would probably be in the public cases. It's Sean Bean and Cleanscale. It's just a bit generic action. Is it a good movie? Is it watchable? Yes. Is it something I'll rewatch over and over? Maybe not, but I would like to keep it. So that'll probably end up in the public cases. So I hope you've enjoyed my video. That is shelf number 18 part 2. And I say, if you haven't seen the rest, you're probably better going all the way back to the start, going all the way through them, if you really want to. But I enjoy making these videos, and I say, sometimes you remember gems that you've got. You know, if I had to pick one on this shelf, okay, I know there's a lot of good movies, but for me, it would have to, well, this part have to be Return to Oz. Absolute favourite of mine. Delighted to have it on Blu-ray. Why it's so hard to get, I don't know. And Larry probably spent a lot of money getting that for me, and I really, really appreciate it. So thank you very much. And I say, absolute great movie. So thank you for all the new subscribers lately, and to my existing ones. I really appreciate you sticking by me. I might get to that 1,000 subscribers yet. You never know. It's only taken 8 years. Nah, it's alright. I'm going to do this for fun, don't I? So there you go. And fun for me, and hopefully a bit of fun for you guys. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.